Before I started the course in April, I'd sort of been on a bit of a personal path of self-awareness and personal growth, and I'd sort of been in that mindful state for a couple of years, but I wasn't really putting it in action. A lot of it was in my thoughts, and I was listening to lots of podcasts, and I was thinking about self-care,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how to put that into action. So when I found the Mind Body Food Institute, it was just really, really amazing for me because it just really connected with me. And I thought this is going to be a way to learn and put that, mindfulness and find out and put the knowledge that I'm going to find out on the course into action. And that's basically what happened. I just thought it was amazing. And I was able, because of the course and the way that it's structured, um, it enabled me to sort of heal from stuff, limiting beliefs. So for the first time in the whole of my life, I felt that I could heal and felt comfortable with the past, really in the present and totally open about the future. And it was just amazing. And because of the effect it had on me, it just made me want to help other women find those solutions. So it's been just amazing. My background is originally, I'd been a lawyer. I was exhausted. I was unhappy. Then I had two kids. Then I decided to pack it all in, became an executive coach and a writer, moved to France, and sort of had that whole thing. And then sort of has been in a period of wanting to change again. So by doing the course, it basically enabled me to heal a load of stuff from my childhood, heal quite a lot of outstanding issues about my previous career, heal things about my relationship with the father of my children, and just move forward. And the person who coached me as a practice coach, she gave me a handful of aha moments. I thought, wow, this is really, really powerful when we started to put it into practice. And then when I had my practice clients, all three of them four of them now have found it transformational for them. So it's just so powerful. Just been great. And your team and the course content has just been great, Vicky. It's just really fantastic. And the way the course is structured, every week, I was so excited to get it. And then you go through the content, you watch the fantastic webinars that you present. There's all those links to resources, so you want to go away and read around the subject. And then there's so many practical tools, and because you've been doing them on yourself and you feel the journey for yourself, and you've been able to identify issues and then put them to bed for your own personal journey. When you do it with your clients, it's making me go goosepimply, but it's true. When you do it with your own clients, you really can resonate with it because you can really help them to try and guide them to feel it and feel it in their body. The course even got me into meditation, which I dabbled a little bit, but not really. And that now has become an integral part of my life, and something that, again, I've suggested to other people. So it's just that whole switch from us all being very, very busy with how life, it's frantic. Life is running at a frantic pace. And this is an opportunity to really bring us back into ourselves, reconnect, and think about what's important. It's just been great for me. Because prior to doing the course, it was, I think, well, okay, I need to make time for self-care. I need to, do some exercise, but I wasn't really doing it in a way that was really connecting me. I wasn't really sort of getting the benefits and feeling some of this knowledge and change. And so for me, it really is the fact that it was holistic, and the fact that I'm actually feeling it on every level. When I've spoken to practice clients, it's always like first time they read it, then they can see it and visualize it. Then they start to taste it. And as soon as they start to feel it, then that's when it's really, really worked. And I think that's the key. And that's what really attracted me to your course, was the fact that we are using science and evidence-based analysis, but we're taking it from a very holistic approach. So it's that whole body, the whole self into the experience, to learn to grow, to have a better growth mindset, to heal. So it's really on every level. The whole journey, the transformational journey, is about finding out the knowledge, underpinning it with all the resources, experiencing it through the exercises, and then and then feeling it, because until we actually feel it, we don't know that it's working. And again, with the practice clients that I've worked with, that's been fantastic when they can start to be able to understand and identify, yep, I can feel I'm going into fight or flight, or yep, I know now that, you know, as you taught us, I now need to think about my 3-second rule, and I have to think about how I'm going to reframe that. And it's all those tools and techniques and helping them put those into practice. And because I do it, continue to do it for myself, and it works. So it's so fulfilling to then share that with other people. You know, and again, around the course content, it's even got me interested in things like chakras, and, you know, I've just become so much more connected with how the earth feels under my feet, even though at the moment, you're in lovely summertime in Australia, it's freezing in France, it's all frosty, but it's that whole sensation of being very aware of our surroundings and just feeling really connected. And, you know, if my family's had you know, my daughter's had a bad day, again, I can just talk to her about her anxiety and try and help her feel more connected with her own sense of self. So it's just been so inspirational on every level. It really has. My husband has noticed, you know, I said to him, you know, how do you think I've changed since I've done the course? And, you know, he said, he says, you've always been happy, but you just seem so much more balanced and, I think, reflective. He just says, you just seem like things don't stress you in the same way that they do. You seem really happy in your own skin. I think that's it, really. I feel content with who I am. It's really given me a sense of clarity, direction, and the course really helped me understand who I am and what I want to be, what I don't want to be, and how I can move forward and it's about being the best versions of ourselves. And, you know, it just made me feel emotional because it's just been great. You write fantastic content. I think everyone in your team's really, really supportive. My assessor was Brooke for 2 of the modules. She was super, had a couple of calls with her. She's just lovely. And then Craig and Maria obviously also did some stuff on my 3rd module. And, you know, when I've spoken to her, she's just lovely. They're just all lovely. And it's just there's a real nice, vibrant mix now of all the different kinds of content and webinars and training. And yeah, again, that portal, I loved that. You know, I probably watched pretty much every single piece of media that you've got on that portal, right down to the early training sessions you've put from like years ago on there. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of stuff on there. But again, I found some brilliant takeaways from watching the video content as well, because some of them, you know, there's quite a few that have then learning in their own coaching circles, and they're a great takeaway. So I've devoured all of it. I just loved it. It was brilliant. And also the Facebook group, fantastic supportive community. There's a real push for us all to collaborate and touch base with our fellow students and coaches. So that's just been really great. I've met some really nice people, some friends, as a result of just doing this. And what's nice as well is, even though I've just graduated, there's that ability that I'll still be able to be in the portal, still be involved in the Facebook groups. And that's just, again, that's really important, because just because I finished the course doesn't mean I'm still not learning. It's a continuous thing, and it's really enjoyable. It would be awful if I thought, well, that's it. I follow some of the conversations on the private Facebook group, and I can see that, you know, you always provide a response to when, you know, people put questions up there. You must spend all your time looking through Facebook. There's always personal responses from you, and again, there's fantastic takeaways for all of us in those. So yeah, no, I just think you're a great team. I think the course is fantastic.